Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Neoverse, a game that, as far as I know, is a lot like Slay the Spire and Monster Train, which is deck building, maths-based combat against various opponents, where you get skills and power up and so on and so forth. I went into the tutorial to start, and it's just essentially it says few short videos, but I only seen the one, which gave me the rundown of things, but it was in near English. There was one or two grammatical things, but nothing horrendously hilarious that I needed to go drag out in front of the spotlight. So, I was in the settings. There's nothing fancy or special in there, I'm afraid. They're not sexy and cool. As for the tutorial stuff, I'll just pull it up here, but it's essentially just a video. But I couldn't seem to like do anything with it. So, but it's very quick though. Sometimes the text comes up very fast down here. Oh, that was MMA, by the way. Just so we're clear. I guess there was one thing I wanted to throw in front of the damn spotlight, 'cause I missed that the first time. That text comes up rather quickly, so you can miss stuff. Which maybe that was part of the point. I don't know. But that's essentially what the game looks like anyway. But yeah, if I jump to the end here, it seemed to loop then. I couldn't tell if this was a new video or the same one. Nope, it's the same one. So it's a bit of a lie then. It says a few short videos, but it's actually all one video with short sort of segments showing you how to play it. I watched it. I'm not entirely convinced I learned how to play it. Also, you'll notice at the start there it said Tino Games with a Z on the end in the tutorial, but here it's with an S. So I'm not sure if it knows which one it is. Maybe it just copyrighted or trademarked both just to make sure. But anyway, that's enough beating this per game before I even get into it. But here we go. Also, thank you friend who gave this to me as part of like Humble. That is appreciated. Z Games with a Z again. I don't know. But yes, you essentially get to pick one of three characters. You can either be Ninja Lady, who's wearing very shiny suit. You can also play, there's like a gladiator redhead lady looking person, like a knight. And then there was a summoner blonde chick wearing a sheet. There's my knight. But there's some very interesting, strange creatures getting involved here. So, I'm not entirely sure what the point of this game is. It just looks like they just made stuff up and just had fun with it. I'm okay with this. If it wants to try and pretend like there's a plot here, I'm more than happy to let it. But it looks like we got weird, like, cyborgy machine things. There was a dragon earlier. The characters we can play as are mythological as hell, I guess. Knights, you know, they were mythological creatures. Although it's mostly the summoner who seems to be pulling out the fantasy in here. Cyborgy ninja lady though seems fine. Weird. It's weird she's the most believable of the three. Like I don't believe in the knight being here compared to a summoner that brings griffins and a ninja lady who just reminds me a lot of Raiden in the Metal Gear Solid series. I can't even tell if these three chicks are meant to be in the same team or not. It's kind of not very clear. I can pick one of the three though as my characters, so. But yeah, like I said, she's basically just wearing a sheet, poor lady. But we all seem to be doing this for a box, a cube of some description. Oh, see, Z now. They can't decide if it's an S or a Z. I almost thought they were going to put me back at the title screen for a second there. That was going to be a bit awkward. All right, now loading into the Neoverse. So here's my three major characters. I can either be Agent Naya. Naya? I think it's Naya. Use the blade and handgun to perform quick and strong attacks. Powerful abilities will overheat Naya, which will have a negative effect. I think it's meant to be a negative, but they forgot the space and they forgot the T. She can also utilize radioactivity to stack damage onto enemies. I'd love if she could stack enemies with radiation. That would be all sorts of awesome. But I can't play as anyone else at the moment. I have none of the modes unlocked. There's multiple modes down here. And there's multiple outfits. There's various things you can do. You can keep leveling up. Oh, good, she becomes a schoolgirl at the end with a DLC. Or Hot Break, which I don't know what that is. Cyberpunk. And some other ones. Okay, cool. So she can wear less if she wants, which is interesting for a reflective suit like this. Starting deck, there's my other characters, Claire and Helena. Helena just reminds me a lot of Sophia from the Soul Calibur slash Soul Blade slash Soul Edge games. Kind of glad I stuck with Soul Calibur in the end up. So, that's her. She's got a shooting deck. That works for me. Let's roll. Okay. AI White Candy. The multiverse warp will be ready soon, preparing for a new journey. That sounds nice. Thank you, Robot Man. Let's roll. Normal battle. Trigger a parry 1 times, and I recover 30% hit points of max hit points. Awesome. Yes, I agree. This is also a part of Universe 1 Utopia in 2023. I mean, the way things are going right now, maybe like robots and reflective bodysuited ninjas is a improvement to the point of Utopia by 2023. We may never know. We have to get that far first. Alright, here we go. Player's turn. Okay, just straight in here, game. Hint, you drag and drop or click and select cards to play them. Okay, so I can use my D-pad. Game recommends I do that. Then I will do that to ensure that I have enough to survive this round. This guy has 20 health. I can do an upgraded magazine, but I'm going to go ahead and just... what's this? Overheat stackable. Add an overload card to your hand whenever your overheat reaches 5, eliminated upon activation. I don't know what that means. I'm going to just hit him. I'm going to hit him again. And for my last magic trick, I'm going to hit him again. And that'll end my turn. Right trigger to end turn. When I was in the menu, it wasn't showing me right trigger. It was showing me, yeah, it was showing me the Japanese controls of circle to confirm and X to cancel. Whoa, title screen? No. I don't know where this D-pad stuff's hiding. I thought it was down here, but clearly it's not. So I guess I should probably use a mixture of button commands and hovering this cursor, because I don't know what this thing's trying to do. Alright, end turn. I used right trigger. Apparently that did work. He didn't attack. You can override enemies for detailed information for their next action. Make it easier for planning. He's going to guard. I have a lot of guarding too, but he's not going to actually hit me, so I don't know. I'm going to upgrade this magazine. I got to shoot. An automatic shot. I'm going to attack him with that. I'm going to attack him with that. And finally, I'm going to shoot, which apparently adds overheat. Which means I've now got overheat on myself, which is this thing. Add an overheat card to your hand whenever your overheat reaches 5, eliminated upon activation. Overload. Adaptation, take 1 piercing damage, consume. Okay, that sounds like words. Okay, I drew 5 more cards, so I have 8 cards in my deck as it turns out, because I've got 5 on me right now, and there's 3 here in my draw pile. They all wind up in the discard, so I am just cycling the same couple of things over and over again. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and just give myself some of that. He's going to do 3 attacks, so I'm going to need to guard against all that. I have 18 freaking armor. I'm pretty solid. I guess it sticks around. I can hit him for 5 damage with automatic shot, or I can just hit him with regular old attacks. Shoot, I can just do whatever, so, okay. Yeah, so if you use the cursor like a mouse, you basically can toggle over and stuff. It's a bit weird, but okay. But if you use D-pad, I can just tell it what to do, so. You lose. And thus victory is achieved. I'll explain in a little more detail in this next one here what the hell was just going on here, because there was quite a bit going on, and people who maybe don't do with the numbers too much might not fully get what was happening there. It says X to skip, but that's not working, by the way. I have to press down in the D-pad to highlight it with the button control, so now it'll work. But now it's saying, Continue without receiving rewards because this is running by Xbox controller things. Because I'm saying A, B, and X, but I'm running a PS4 controller, so I'm misreading this. So I want to press square then in this case. No, I don't. Oh, square's the skip. Okay, so they want me to actually individually pick each of these. Tediousness. All right, fine. I have to manually claim each one. Oh, an item. Oh, I don't know what these do. Oh, you can't just hit me with this. Receive a shoot card straight away. That costs me nothing. Shooting, deal 2 damage and inflict 2 radioactivity. Or sharp blade, just deal 5 damage and it consumes it. So it's a one-time use thing. So you can use that once and then bang, it's gone. Radioactivity deals piercing damage at the end of the player's turn, halves upon activation. Right, this seems like the most useful one then, because for the cost of 1, I'm doing 2 damage and I'm doing 2 radioactivity, which is dealing 1 piercing damage at the end of every turn when it's activated, and 2 whenever it's not. Okay. See, I can't trust this claim button now. I don't know which button it is. If I hit the Xbox version of X, which is square, it doesn't really seem to work. Madness. Madness, folks. Ooh, okay, what's this one? Elite Battle. Inflict a total of 10 damage to enemies in 1 turn. Receive 1 of 3 evolved normal cards. Or Normal Battle, remove a card. Keep your starting hit points and win the battle 1 time. Why would I want to remove a card, though? Is there a point? Is there a reason? I'm still learning some of this stuff, so you'll have to bear with me here, but I'm going to go into the Elite Battle. Screw it, why not? Greater rewards? Sure. I'm a master of this nonsense. Instant regret. Alright, this guy's going to guard for 9. Okay, so quick rundown of the actual thing that we're looking at here. My hit points, their hit points. Easy enough. The game tells me ahead of time what the enemy's going to do on their turn. I have 5 actions down here, which is mana. It's technically 5 action points, really. Most of these all cost 1, so it's easy to convert it to 1-to-1. If it's got a 0, I can use it at no cost. I only have a certain number of cards. I draw 5 at the start of every turn, and there's apparently 4 more in the draw pile, which I will draw automatically when I start emptying out my hand. So I always know that I have exactly 9 cards in my entire deck, and I know what all of them are, because they're not going to change. It's always the same things. So I can utilize them in whatever way I want. It's just down to what ones I draw as to what happens. So for this turn, this guy's just going to bulk up his defense. That's not really a big problem. If I use attack here, I use 1 mana, which is one of these guys over here, and I do 3 damage, which is up here. Simple enough, hard to argue with. I can use both of these. I can do some damage before he gets his defense up, but then I'm going to have to whittle down that defense later. Guard adds 3 armor, and I also lose overheat, which is some sort of special effect that she has. I hit L3 on her there. It just lets me see her. It doesn't really pull up anything else. Weird. I thought I was going to see more like actual stats and stuff, but nope. I can just sit and ogle at my ninja lady all I like with camera movement and zooming. Let's not bother spending too much energy on that. I hit this guy. Ah, here we go. So this guy can actually see some of the stuff he can do. His guard, Rubbish Punch 1, Rubbish Punch 2, and Rubbish. So you can do damage, did 5 damage 2 times, so I can kind of see what he has on the on display here. So he's gone for guard this turn, he might pick one of these next turn. I don't know what a rubbish card in the player's hand is, but I'm sure it sucks. So, that is essentially the bare bones of this game. Take turns, try to beat each other, take each other's hit points down to 0. Simple enough. You get gold, you get whatever skill points eventually looks like. I don't know, I've just seen a skill tree once. Mana cost of all cards in your hand will be reduced to 0 for 1 turn, not for sale. I don't know what this thing is. This seems to be automatic for Babby's first adventure. So, that is the long and short of it. Now, let me go ahead and get my armor up here. Just to make sure that I survive whatever nonsense he's going to pull. Now, using those guards reduced my overheat, which I don't know what happens when I get it to 5, but I think something happens bad, I assume. I assume overheating is generally a bad thing. most electronic related nonsense it is, so on a lady, I imagine it's probably not much better. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to activate this radioactive shooting on this dude. It's 2 damage, and now he's going to be radioactively hit for 2 damage next turn. I'm not sure if that stays or whatever, but it is stackable with other radioactivity nonsense. And I have 1 mana left, meaning I can't use automatic shot, so that's why she's doing this bashing her head thing. Yeah, I'll stack up my guard a bit more. Why not? For our first turn, that's alright. Hit right trigger, and the turn is done, unless I want to shoot him, which, let's shoot him. Why not? It's a free shot. It's free damage. But now you're seeing, though, that I only have so much mana per turn, and depending what cards are in my hand, it'll either be useful or useless, depending. This guy's going to do 9 damage next turn. I have 12 armor, so I should be fine. I'll survive with 3 armor remaining. There is Overheat. Adds an Overload card to your hand whenever your overheat reaches 5. Overload, you take 1 piercing damage. So yes, I do actually take a specific I do take damage, seemingly is what I'm gathering from that. But I don't know if I have to pick it to use it myself, or if the game automatically just wastes it on me because it's a 0 cost. I assume the game automatically covers that for me. So I'm going to go ahead and radioactive shoot this guy again. I'm going to go ahead and use automatic shot. Whittle down that a little bit more. We'll go ahead and attack him. Oh, my battle tech's at full, whatever that means, so hold on. Drop this. I didn't mean to grab that. What's battle tech? What is this game? You'll tell me what mana is, but you won't tell me what my battle tech is. That's a bit weird. Right. Well, I don't know what it is, but I do have 2 overload, or overheat. I could probably use a guard and just bring that down a level, but I kind of just want to keep dishing out damage, honestly, so let me do that. Combo. Oh, okay, that's what battle tech is, then I must use some sort of special combo thing. Wasn't very clear, wasn't mentioned, I can't see anything here to tell me what that's all about, so. But it's critical, stackable. Okay, so if I get battle tech up to full, I start inflicting critical hits instead, which is quite nice. But that's my turnover. It's a shame because I'm just seeing the attack's gone up on this to 6, so yes, all of my attack cards are double damage while I'm in critical mode. Okay, I survived that just fine. He's going to do 10 damage this turn, so I need to get that defense up a bit. And that's reduced my overheating, so that's also no longer an issue. There's some more armor just so I'll survive this turn. Hit him with another radioactive shot. I'm going to use Rubbish Punch this time. And I only have 1 mana remaining. And now I'm seeing the battle tech over here on this side. It's now showing this. So I'm thinking if I had went for 4 attacks in a row, that would fill this up, and then my last attack would have probably been a critical, is what I'm assuming. The first stack was 3. This one is now up to 4. So I'm guessing the more I battle on and use this, the more difficult it becomes to keep utilizing. Okay, good to know. I can't use automatic shot because I'm out of mana. I can just attack though. And I can shoot him for free. I'd add to overheat, and it's unstable. Removed from this battle at the end of the turn or when used. So shoot will be gone after this, which is fine. And that ends that turn. Battletech's gone up to 3 now though, so... Oh, something's wrong. Oh, he's about to add the rubbish card to my hand, isn't he? Yep. Retain and consume. It actually eats 3 mana. Ah, that's pretty damn bad actually. I didn't know that's what that was. My cursor disappeared when I came out of that menu actually. That was a bit weird. I can hit R3 to like hide the menu for some reason. That's a weird one, but alright. I'll cancel that a second. I'll just go get back in here a second because he's got a buff list on the left hand side. down the bottom left. I didn't see it there originally. Hold that, and nope. That's not a buff, that's radioactivity, so it should really be a buff debuff list, but just lists it all as a buff. Okay. Right. Well, first things first, I want to try to hit him again. My battle text changed now for some reason. I'm not entirely sure what's going on over here. But, okay, fair enough. Oh, wait, maybe it's just color coordination. Red, blue, red, blue. Maybe it all has to be reds or all has to be blues or something. Maybe that's the trick. Well, either way, I can't do anything about this rubbish card anyway. It's gonna happen no matter what I try and do here at this stage, so I can't undo that, so he is going to eat up my actions, so I'm going to get some defense up in case he decides to be aggressive next turn. Give myself a free shoot, might as well use it. There we go, he's down to 12, so if he goes for an aggressive move next turn, I can probably do a bit on that, but let's see. Okay, here it is. It actually costs 2, but am I forced to use this? Ah, okay, I'm not forced to, but it'll constantly eat up a card space in my hand at all times while it's here. Okay, not a big deal. If I hit him with automatic shot, he is dead. There we go, precision activated. That was a skill that she has that the game showed off. Okay, but that's essentially it in a nutshell. I'm mostly just playing with numbers here. I know what defense they're going to do and what attacks they're going to do, and I can use my turn to plan accordingly to defeat them, basically. This does get progressively more difficult as we go on, so do not be surprised by that. There's some gold, skill points, item, and new card. What are you offering? I'll check this hint thing in the top in a moment. Cloning project. Change all cards in your hand to select the card and add the consume tag to the newly created cards. Oh wow, it goes straight up to a big overheat though. Warning shot, deal 1 damage 2 times, draw a shooting card. I do 2 damage and draw shooting, which is a free shot basically. Or rapid shot, do 3 damage to all enemies 2 times, but it adds a lot of overheating. This card seems nice, but I have to be careful about this overheating because I'm afraid that that's what my character is going to eventually be, is just a bit of a berserker. I'm going to get out of this now and pick something because that is annoying, that little beeping in the corner. So, you will come with me, rapid shot. I assume I'm going to fight multiple people later. Okay, hint. There's a lot of hints going on, so let me check this one first. I have 3 skill points, but there's my skill. It's called Cortex. +1 to max HP whenever you win a battle. Nice. And as I get more, I can obviously start going along these trees. I assume I can't just buy this one in the middle. I assume I have to work my way across. So, next one's at 4. I get Mobius. Attack cards gain 1 damage for that battle whenever you defeat an enemy. Okay, that's not so bad if you fight multiple enemies. Pandora, recover 1 hit points whenever a hindrance card is played. Endless challenge, shuffle your deck whenever your hand is empty. And Coolant, add 5 armor whenever a target inflicted with radioactivity is defeated. Okay, fair enough. So there's a couple of different trees you can go down and so on. As you play the game, you'll figure out which ones are which and which ones are best. Fair enough. Let me look at this mission before the game gets more annoyed at me. Local fight. Inflict a total of 10 damage to enemies in 1 turn. I did do that. Acquire. Ooh. Radioactive exposure. Inflict 4 radioactivity. Smoke bomb. Damage received reduced by 50% during this turn, and it's a recycle. Once used, consume will be added to this card. So you can get it a second time, but then when you use it a second time, then it probably stops being recycled and becomes consumed. So I think you can get it twice per like battle. An explosive shot, do 3 damage to all enemies 3 times, +3 overheat. It's a lot of damage, it has to be said. Now these are all pretty good, it has to be said. But I myself personally, when I hang out with people online and stuff, when I decide to go lurk or go off and do things, I do like to throw a smoke bomb to get away. I try to even be creative with how I utilize it as well. So, in the spirit of how I sometimes go on in online chats and stuff, I'm gonna pick the smoke bomb for this one. There we go. Now, that's the first mission. There's that was the one for elite battle. There's some for normal battle, I guess. And now there's more stages. I have to pick what one I want. Don't know what this timer's about, but let's go. Normal battle, elite battle, achieve a combo once. I activated one earlier, but I don't know how I did it. So I'm not gonna lie and say, oh yeah, sure. So, use 2 cards, require 2 or more mana during a battle. This one feels easy enough. I can do that, and I get a shield at the start of every turn. This feels nice. I don't know what a data store purchase is. That's this boy up here. But I'm not going to go into a shop right now. I couldn't be bothered with that stuff. Maybe in another video, but not right now. But yeah, this seems simple enough as a game. Something's wrong. I should check Neon Rifle's next action. Weaken. Inflict 1 point of Amplify. Amplify. Receive 50% more damage until the next turn. Decreases at the beginning of the turn. Ooh, very interesting. Okay. First things first then. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use Guard. 3 damage is incoming. That thing's going to increase my thing. I don't know which one goes in what order is going to be the problem here. Like, does he apply weaken first, or does he apply weaken second? If he applies weaken after this guy goes, then I've just defended myself for that turn. But I can't tell about when he does that. So just for the sake of safety, I'm going to go ahead and use a guard. And then I'm going to go ahead and use... See, this was weird. I'm trying to figure out this battle tech. Here we go. A combo is activated when all the specified cards are used in succession. When activated, the damage of the next attack card is doubled. Check to see other battle tech that can be activated during a battle. Oh wait, so this might be just this might just be an order thing. Use a blue first and then use 2 reds. If that's the case, and the attack afterwards is a... I was hoping to do it with automatic shot here, but that's not actually going to happen, so let's not do that. Let's go ahead and just get ourselves a little more armor and build up the oil defense for now, because I don't know how bad this gets. There's rapid shot. I can just do 3 damage to everyone 2 times, which is quite nice. Let me just use shoot first. I should have shot the other guy, but never mind. I guess I'm on Neon, I guess. Let's deal with him first, I suppose. There's my combo activated, which lets me use rapid shot now across the board at double damage. So you know what? I accidentally did the thing. I now understand how BattleTech works. It's basically color coordination. I need to do 2 reds, a blue, and then a red in exactly that order in order to activate it. So that makes a level of sense. Alright. Nice one. Turn over. The combo stays carrying as well. Okay, negative effects. They are indicated with a red icon. Hover over them to find out more. Okay, but I know that. My overheat's really high as well, so I gotta be careful about this. I can't do anything that's gonna increase my overheat anymore, or I will die. Probably. Speaking of dying, this guy's gonna use radioactivity against me. And this other guy's gonna do 8 damage. Not a lot of damage, guys. That is a lot of damage. Especially whenever it's been doubled, so. I'm going to gain some armor. I'm going to get myself another shoot card. I'm going to go ahead and just shoot this guy here. No, I can't. It's going to add overheat. Son of a bitch. Alright. I only have 2 mana left, but I do want to attack, so. Hit this guy for 6. Right. I can kill one of them this turn. I could technically kill both of them this turn with Rapid Shot. But I think I have 3 rounds of combat based on this top bit. And the 3rd round hasn't happened yet. But I don't know if that's actually what I'm looking at, or if these are just things they're adding based on me doing what I've been doing. I don't know what these are. There's stuff all over the sides. The game hasn't explained them in the damn slightest, so Or maybe it has, but it went by so fast I don't remember. That is a possibility. Okay, but that was a reward I got from earlier. And then I got this one as well. Okay, I'm not looking for a flawless run anyway. So weakness, 2 points of radioactivity. Right, I'm assuming that gets past armor, because that wouldn't make any sense if it didn't. I add rapid shot, I take them out, I do go into overload 5. I don't know if it's an automatic set of damage. I wouldn't mind being flawless here, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care if I am flawless or not on this one, so gone ahead. Okay, it didn't go off, so it didn't matter. Awesome. There's some money, purchase cards, items, and skill points. Right. Fine, that's what the store looks like. It's a lot of stuff. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what's good. And I don't know if there's multiple pages of stuff. No, there's not. Right bumper and left bumper just jumps menus in the top right corner. Okay, that's fine. Destroy. Select 3 cards in your hand. Consume them for this battle. I can't think of too many instances where you're going to want to do that. Activating stealth mode would be quite nice, because HP damage, but it's a consumable and it's a one-time use, and it would eat my entire thing. So, like, unless I'm looking to dodge the entirety of what's coming that turn, and I draw the card, which is another important factor, no point. There's a free attack, but it gives me an overheat. Radioactive attack, deal 1 damage, inflict 1 radioactivity. Secure trench, gain 2 plus your current amount of overheat as armor. Does it eat my overheat is the question. Does it like eat up the like stack of 3 or 4, or does it keep it but it uses it for armor? Because that's not bad if you're trying to convert into a completely defensive turn. I'm going to keep my money because I don't know what's good and what's bad, but I just sat and considered that for a moment. So damn you, store, you're doing your job correctly. But it is all in-game currency from what I can gather here. I'm not seeing anything to say about the premium stuff. So this feels like one of those games that's not trying to make me spend copious amounts of real money to make in-game currency happen. So that's all right. I'm okay with that so far. Good job, devs. You've not fallen into that. Oh, I can do my skill now because I just got a skill point. Okay, we'll unlock Mobius. It's the next one on the list. I assume I get these as I play through each run of this particular game. That's fine. And a new card. What have I got? Recharge, automatic shot, and infinite magazine. Infinite magazine sounds awesome. I could just shoot every turn, but that costs me 1 overheat every turn, so that's a problem. I can get another automatic shot, which is quite nice, because it's straight up 5 damage for only 1 overheat, which is fine. I will do that. Thank you. And next. Use 10 cards during a turn. Can't guarantee that. Renew the data store 2 times. That's weird. I've got to go into the store to do that. The first one's free. I don't know about the second. Or trigger precision 1 times and I gain a legendary card. That's tempting. I don't know if I can guarantee the damage output though. That's what's going to probably be a problem. Because I'm playing with maths here and that's fine, but I have to know that I'm doing exactly 3 and exactly 5 and so on, so that could be quite difficult. Evolve defend card legendary. Let's try for the legendary. We kind of really should take a look at achieving this. Oh, good. An unknown elongation. I mean, not entirely sure that's the right word for it, but alright. And an unknown scorpion who's got to hit me with radioactivity. I can do absolutely nothing about him, so that's fine. Gonna just guard myself to begin with. Gonna go ahead and hit rapid shot. Gonna go ahead and use another guard. Another guard, please. One more armor set, but also get shoot, which I feel like I will do. Gonna head. There we go. So that's 2 overheats on me at the moment. I'm now radioactive. Take 1 damage at the end of my turn. Elongation's gonna do something. Trigger side effect. Add a side effect card to the player's hand. Side effect eats 2 mana. Enemies gain 2 force whenever this card goes into the used card pile. Oh, so I have to either waste the 2 mana to get rid of it out of my hand, but at the cost of them having whatever force is. Okay. Alright, that's annoying, but not the worst thing could happen in the world. It's also they're all radioactive. Okay, yeah, I guess my radioactive attacks and stuff are starting to become a thing. Now, does precision only count if I kill the last guy, or does it count if I kill any guy? I feel like that's important. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a little more armor. And right, I'm not gonna risk overheats for this one. Not like a lot of overheats anyway. I am out of mana, so end turn. Everyone took some damage. Their side effect. I blocked the hit, so that's fine. Now I have to do exactly 6 damage to that dude over there, that scorpion looking thing. That is fine. Let's do 3. I get 1 more attack, which I did. I hit him for 3. That's a precision activated. I've hit the mission. And that is that. Now, the important thing is, if I use a red now, I get double damage on my next card. Actually, sorry, I've achieved this already, apparently, even though the side looks like it's not indicating that I have done all 3. That's a bit weird, but okay, fine. The game wants to hand me that, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use attack, assume that's going to give me the battle tech to double up my damage, and then I will use automatic shot. Because I have 8 armor, it's going to do 4 damage, I'll be fine. It's all safe. There's my combo activated. So I got double damage for precision, and I'm guessing eliminating an enemy. And now I've got another double damage thing instead for this attack because I just did all the battle tech stuff here on the side. I assume. I don't actually know where the first set of critical came from, but I assume it's for hitting precision. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this guy for 20 damage with this, which will be a straight kill. I only needed to achieve the mission once. Victory obtained. Awesome. Maths, folks. It's not the most dangerous creature out there, but it sort of sucks to try to learn it sometimes. I remember quadratic equations, don't worry. I don't love maths, I put up with it. But I was always at least somewhat good at it. Alright, new card. What are you offering, game? Boosting Shoes, which adds 2 shield. Nice. Smoke Bomb, which I already have. And Infinite Shots. Do 3 damage, create the same card when used. -1 overheat. That sounds really good. What's the downside? It's consumed. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and go for... Do I want just a 2 defense thing? It doesn't really do a lot. Shield increases armor gained by defend cards for the player, or enemy actions for enemies by 1 per point. What? Increases armor gained by defend cards. Oh, okay, so like it'll add an extra 2 armor on top of whatever the next defense card is. Or enemy actions for enemies by 1 per point. I don't get that part. That part I'm not 100% sure I'm reading that correctly. Guessing it gives the enemy an extra point. It's a bit weird, but okay. I'm going to go ahead with infinite shots, I think, this turn. Because even though it's a consumable, it's 3 damage straight up. Create the same card when used, and you also lose an overheat, which is nice. There we go. Alright, last one. These are all boss battles. Oh, got missions, and his hint will make sure that I can't read the bloody thing. Use 2 cards require 2 or more mana during a turn, which I did do. And precision 1 times. Here's one of the legendaries. Ooh, these are both considered legendary. One is Modify Future. Select and replace a card from your hand at the beginning of the turn. That sounds pretty nice. And create constant. Create 2 random constant cards and add them to your used card pile. The cost of these cards is 0 for the duration of the battle. These are both real solid cards, actually. Modify Future feels a little more limited, though, because I only get to pick 1 card. But it's a guarantee whatever I want. Create Constant, though, I don't get to pick what they are. They give me 2 random ones, but I can just keep abusing them for as long as I want. And the cards is 0. So I don't know if the game picks 0 cards, or if it gives me 2 cards and it just makes them 0 for the duration. But I like the sound of the Create Constant, so I'm going to go with that for this one. Yes. That is interesting. Trigger a parry 1 time. I haven't actually triggered a parry yet. Okay. Oh yeah, you need the exact amount of guard for the attack that's coming in. Quite annoying when everything seems to do 2 damage, but you guard 3 as a regular, so. Right, let's see. Boss battle. I can use 1 card with the consumer unstable tags, block 15 or more damage using armor in a battle, or obtain 50 armor in a battle, remove all basic attack cards. Do I want to remove all basic attack cards? Is that a thing I want? Not entirely sure that's the thing I actually want. Like, basic attack cards are fine. Not spectacular, but they're not really, like, ruining the day. Okay, I'm gonna go for this, because I feel like I can actually achieve it. No, actually, I've definitely got a couple of consumables. I should 100% stick with this one. Even though this is the last round, so I don't see the point, but we'll see what we can do. I just picked up a legendary consumable. Oh, the game's hitting me with words. Positive effects. These are indicated with a green icon. Shield. Increases armor gain by defend for the turn. Okay, yep, that's fine. This thing's going to do 10 armor. Giant wings. Gain 10 armor and remove all debuffs from self. Okay, so he removes the armor destruction and recover 3 hit points whenever she attacks. This is a bloodsucker. I don't think I need to pull up a full view of her to kind of figure out what she's all about. An unknown hound and an unknown hound. They both have rabies, which gain 4 force and receive 3 damage. Each force gained increases damage dealt by attacks by 1. Ah, so that's what force is. Okay, alright, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and ooh, what do you do to start this one, though? I'm taking 3 damage. What the hell was that yin and yang symbol, actually? Hold on. Oh, that's the rabies. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and guard. That's 4 armor because, you know, I needed 3, so of course I don't get exactly what I want. Smoke bomb, I reduce damage by half, which still doesn't help. I'm going to go ahead and just shoot the doggy with rabies. I'm going to guard again. Double attack, I guess? I don't really want to trigger my battle tech right now, though, but I've accidentally triggered that, so that's another factor I've got to keep in mind. I can increase my overheat point, but I'll take half damage. I think the big lady in the middle, I was going to say the big dude, but I'm not sure that's a dude or not. Yeah, that chick in the middle is probably going to have a pretty big hit, I'm sure. Well, actually, we'll check this. Oh, I just had to turn early. Whoops. Thought it was R3 to go in there, but I guess it's L3. Well, lessons are being learned. There she is, Queen V. Right. Yeah, pretty much as expected. 9 damage, 8 damage, inflict the point of decay. I don't even know what decay is. Damage, dealing debuff to the player. Does 1 damage every turn, or 10 damage essentially. Okay. Right, okay. We can deal with infinite shots, which eats consume. And my next thing then will be double damage. Okay, do 3 damage, that's fine. Upgraded magazine, get some armor on me. Yeet. I've still got my critical, which is nice. So 10 damage on him. Yep. I do one more damage on him. That'll be the end of him. My overheat's only on one, so yep. Okay, the radiation should kill him at the end of that turn. I need defense. This will be not enough to give me an exact parry. Ugh, 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 ugh. So I'm taking damage this turn, but can work on trying to figure out the parry thing in a minute. End turn. Yes. Precision at least was obtained, which the game seems to like for some reason. Armor destruction. Alright, she's about to use Queen V, which is damage debuff. And that one's going to use Rabies. Okay. I'm not actually going to take any damage this turn, but she's got 10 already, and I'll work on that as I go. I'm going to create this constant. She gave me magnetic field and something else. That was an interesting one. I can drop my overheat. I think I'm just going to go for defense though this turn, just to try to prop myself up for what's coming. Smoke bomb, halves the damage. I'm not about to take like regular damage, so infinite shots or upgraded mag. I'll go for the mag. But the armor will be a bad thing. And shoot. I have overheated. Nope, I haven't overheated. I've literally just been set on fire, which is slightly different from being overheated. Mobius attack cards do 1 additional damage. Okay, that's my thing. Curse of E leaves 1 hit point at the end of each turn. Guessing that's why I'm on fire. Right. Hitting this dog with a radioactive shot seems like a good idea. Let's do that. Rapid shot. I can add a lot of overheating to myself for no good reason. Let's not do that. I can precision though and get rid of him. Wait, by shuffling your cards. How do you shuffle cards? The game's never explained that one. At no point as the game went, oh yeah, shuffling. Here's how you do that. Did I just end my turn? When you use a card with the shuffle function, or if there's not enough cards to draw at the beginning of the turn, immediately shuffles the cards in the used card pile. Okay, so I have to actually use them all up and then I get it. Oh, that's a bit annoying. So I have to use this now. I'm guessing it's because now I've got enough cards now I don't reshuffle my used cards anymore. Because if I keep enough left over, I can still technically do a turn. Okay, alright, I'm assuming that's what happened there. I'm about to take 10 damage. I have absolutely no way of stopping it from happening, so... Here we go. Okay, that's fine. She also has armor destruction, which is annoying because the mission I agreed to was a bit more. Magnetic field, 0, creates a random constant card and adds the unstable tag. Alright. Sure, why not? I'm going to lower my overheat slightly. I'm going to go ahead and use that. That gives me an overheat, which I don't want. That definitely does as well. I'm going to do 9 damage to her. Best I can. Just going to use regular old attacks. Oh, hey, I got a guard. Excellent. End turn. So that decay removes 1 of my armor every turn. Okay. Rage. The next attack there deals double damage and will be consumed. She has exactly 10 armor, which actually means that would be a pretty nice thing to do. So let's do that. Oh, 30 damage you claim, huh? That's 1 extra overheat, but I can afford it. So let's go. Alright, nice. That went pretty damn well, all things considered. This thing's unstable, which means remove from this battle at the end of the turn or when used. But sure, you know what? Go ahead. I could use up the mana to do more damage, but I don't want to... Wait, that removes overheat. Yes, do that. And it just keeps showing up infinitely. Alright, okay. There's a combo activated, and now the next infinite shots would be 10. Does this double my radioactivity or just the damage output? You know what? There's only one true way to find out. Nope, damage is doubled, but the actual radioactivity is as you were. Okay, good to know. If I could just get like a whole ton of armor, I think I'd be pretty happy with that. Her armor like burning thing is quite annoying though. So there's 1, 2, 3. I now need to actually burn some mana here, so there's 1. There's another guard. Dang it. Alright, okay, well, that's that, I guess. Smoke bomb, so I just take half damage. It's gonna be hard to do a parry though with all this, because she keeps burning all my freaking stuff. What is she about to do? Or debuff. Okay, that's fine. Deal 1 damage whenever debuff is inflicted on your target. Yes. She's got radioactivity. Well, she did have radioactivity. I don't think she has it anymore. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the mission I was hoping to achieve, which is get 15 armor on, because I keep not drawing all of my armor cards. Which is unfortunate. I've been trying not to let that be a problem, but you know, I can't magic it away. And that's the end of that turn, and here we go. Okay, game, let me shuffle in all my armor. Please let me actually equip it all. I think I technically need all of my armor to show up for me to be able to do the thing I want to do. Okay. Not really helping me here, but let's see. Damn it. One of the 4 cards in there I think is armor, and it's the only thing I need left. So I have to gamble. Blade Shield. Do 1 damage to all enemies whenever you play a defend card. Okay. There it is. Alright, I think I achieved the goal. Was that what I need to do? Exactly 15 or... Oh no, that was a different mission. Shoot, yeah, I just had to use a consumable. I had it in my head that I picked the wrong one. Whoops. Okay, that's fine. I think she's dead now anyway, basically, so... Oh, she's gaining health back. Ooh. Stealth paint. Add 1 stealth whenever you pay 5 high cost cards. What cards is high cost? 2 or more. Okay. I don't have 2 or more, so we're not going to have to worry about that one too much. A parries if I get exactly 9 at this point. Do I need to have 9 exactly on me, or... I don't think I can make it 9 anyway. I think all my armors are like 3. And they're being added by 1 thanks to this Mobius skill thing. The shield thing. 7 damage. I don't think I can do exactly 7 damage either. Defense. She's down to 6. I can inflict 5s, which is not really helping. Do I want to buy turns? If I can just buy turns, I could probably whittle her down to 5. Nope, that didn't happen. And everything's apparently been buffed up now. Why? I don't get it. Okay, I guess I'm not hitting this mission I was hoping to do with just a nice precision thing. I don't need to, but I just kind of feel like I like whenever the big thing comes up. So like, yeah, you got precision. Good job, you. It's trying to teach me good practices for the game, I'm guessing, because I'm sure there's going to be some stupid stuff where it's all like, if you hit 6 precisions in one fight, you'll gain godhood. Which I think I would prefer if I could get it. Alright, radioactive shot. Oh, she's somehow still alive. Alright, well. Hey, I got it. Awesome. There you go. Positive reinforcement. And I got a trophy. But yes, I think that was it. I think this is the first round of the game. A bit longer than I planned, but it's mostly because I was learning and also explaining. So I'm sure whenever you kind of get used to these sorts of games, you just blitz through this stuff without a whole lot of thinking. And it's probably quite a lot of fun for people who are into those sorts of things, like myself. But I'm sure this wouldn't be for everyone. So let me just quickly pull this stuff. Oh, they're all right. You know what, game? I know I was kind of nice to maths, but you gotta be a little bit lighter to people. Like hitting people with literally a piece of the periodic table probably sends people into flashbacks to high school whenever they had to learn all that stuff, and they're all like, "No, don't make me go back." So, you should be really thoughtful to people a little bit more. I mean, I love science, but like not everyone did. I couldn't tell you a whole lot of the periodic table. Could tell you some of the elements on it, sure, but like when it came to remembering the letters and atomic numbers, that was too much. Plutonium buff. Deal 2 piercing damage to all enemies if you have overheat at the beginning of the turn. It's actually quite good. And thermodynamics +2 force whenever your overheat is triggered. These are both really good too. I'm gonna go for plutonium because like radioactiveness, but there you go. That was one run through Neoverse. And then you just keep looping, it seems. So that's essentially it. It claims to be an adventure mode, but like I'm not sure if there's storyline or anything actually in here, or if it's just retext in this book up here. But yeah, that's essentially Neoverse there in a nutshell. It's maths, but it's simple enough that you could get into it once you understand how all the mechanics work and whatever. So yeah, there you go. I always wanted to play this. I have now officially played it for the channel. That was longer than planned. That might be split into two. I don't know. I'll possibly cut her down a little bit. But yes, thank you very much one and all for tuning in. I will just turn in this mission now to get these skill points. There we go. But yes, so you all take care. Have a good one. I'll probably be back with another video or two of this as I play through and unlock some stuff and get my teeth a little more into this because this is definitely up my street. But until the next one, folks, take care. Have a good one.